I really can't explain this one. But if 4 years of film school taught me anything, it's that any character in any piece of media can and will be analyzed. I'm about to test that. Untitled Goose Game is a game made by House and published by Panic, released in September 2019. As the name implies, this game is about a goose. That's it, it's literally just a goose. So this goose has a to-do list, and in order to complete the game, the player must do all of these actions without getting stopped by various townspeople. It's also very important to me that you know this game has a honk button. I may or may not have had too much fun with that. The game is short and sweet, filled with fun little goose antics all the way through. Rock on, you funky little bird. In any story or game, there has to be a conflict. Popular types of conflicts are man versus self, man versus authority, man versus the long lines of the DMV. Without a struggle to overcome or a conflict to solve, the story paradigm just falls apart. So what's the conflict for the goose? What is it that the goose must overcome? What is the driving force for the goose to perform these tasks? So I racked my brain for an answer, and that's when I realized it. This game is actually a reversal of the conflicts that I had studied. The goose is foiled at turn after turn by the townspeople. Whenever the goose wants to have a picnic, or look at a toy plane, or simply even just stand there and honk, the townspeople are always there to try and stop the goose. Nature is no longer pushing down on man. Now it is man that is pushing down on nature. This town has labeled the goose as an annoyance, a nuisance, an evil to their livelihood. Yet the goose carries on, unaware of their perception of it. Because it's a goose. This goose is the very definition of true neutral. Its own curiosity is what drives it to interact, to explore, to honk at gardeners. The conflict for the goose is trying to avoid the people around it, so this way it may do what it wants to do. And yeah, perhaps some of those to-do tasks seem a bit mean, but the goose does not understand right from wrong. It's just a goose. They have no concept of malice or evil. I mean, at best, the goose is just... I'm sorry, what? What? In the lake? And it didn't even try to eat it? But why would it just drop a sandwich into the lake if it didn't want to eat it? I mean, if it was hungry, it certainly would have eaten the sandwich. But to drop the sandwich in the lake, it just wastes it. Then no one can have it, and I just... No. You know what? Forget everything I said before. Forget everything that I said before. This goose is not the definition of true neutral. Rather, it is chaotic evil at best. It isn't driven by a curiosity about the world around it. It's driven by pure hatred for everyone and everything. This little goose is cold, calculating, unforgiving. It seeks that which is most important to the townspeople and wants to destroy it for the sheer sake of watching them suffer. If given the chance, this goose would watch the world